5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Young Royals. This is Season 3, Episode 2. It doesn't have a title. They never do. I don't know why I looked at the screen to read the title of the episode. They never have any titles. It's just Episode 2. What happened last time, though? Last time we ended with the school essentially being levied with a ton of restrictions, right? The headmistress stepped down. There's a new temporary one in place, and she's cutting off all extracurriculars. She's doing all these things because there's a huge article about hazing at the school, and things are just very restrictive. So it's not going to be the happiest time for everyone involved. But we're going to see what happens next. Before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either joining YouTube memberships or supporting me over on Patreon. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into another episode of Young Royals. Heavy breathing on speakerphone. Okay, someone's having phone sex. Or just talking, never mind. I jumped the gun. Oh, they are gonna have phone sex, got it.
Dra fingrarna genom ditt hår. Jag skulle kysst ditt födelsemärke.
Where's his birthmark?
Kronprinsen, klockan är 19, mobiltimmen är slut.
En sekund, husfar.
Damn, they actually are being strict about it.
Tack.
The prince doesn't even have any exceptions. He doesn't get an extra hour for being royalty. Oof. Okay, don't need a translation for that one. I know what that says.
Vi tar avstånd från all form av penalism och mobbing, självklart. Och de vittnesmål som nu kommer fram är förstås djupt olyckliga. Men
Stäng av. Talar om är väl en del av.
Stäng av. Chilla.
vi tror på tradition.
Stäng av då.
I positiv bemärkelse.
My brother, are you feeling guilty?
Det blir det absolut ingenting. Bara för att några personer är lite ledsna över att man skojar på en invigning.
Okay, no, those are serious things, not just someone got upset.
Porrfilm. Alltså vi hade verkligen inte en porrfilm på vår invigning i alla fall. Eller hur, Wille?
Nej. Kronprinsen, ni har besök.
My guess is some other people did, though. Who's this? Oh, that's the... She works for the crown.
Folk säger att det är på grund av mig som allt det här har kommit ut, och jag vet inte vad jag ska göra.
Du har inte varit med om någonting av det de pratar om?
Det är inget som jag inte har kunnat hantera.
He's definitely experienced some of it.
Om de här historierna visar sig stämma, då ser det inte bra ut ifall vi låter dig vara kvar här.
Vadå, så ni tänker försöka tvinga mig att sluta här?
Jag tycker vi sitter lugnt i båten nu tills vi vet vad utfallet blir. Men ja, om det visar sig stämma, då måste vi agera. Det ser inte bra ut annars.
Okej, så planen är alltså att inte göra någonting förrän det ser illa ut att inte göra någonting?
Yeah, it's all about the public perception. Doesn't matter if it's actually bad, just as long as it looks bad.
Och om de stänger skolan för allt som har hänt, alltså det är väl bara bra egentligen.
Vadå, vi skulle inte kunna vara tillsammans? Hur är det bra?
Det är klart vi kan. Eller är du bara tillsammans med mig för att vi går i samma skola?
That is the only connection you have, indeed. Is that you go to the same school.
Kan inte du börja på rodden igen? Så kan vi i alla fall ses efter skolan.
Rodden?
Mm.
Med August? Nej, jag tror inte det.
Varför går du kvar där?
Is there a different sport that you could do? Is there a photography club? I mean, I know they said extracurriculars were limited, but is that everything?
Ja, Felice.
What do you need, ma'am?
Skulle du säga att du trivs här på Hillerska?
Självklart. Det är lugnt, tryggt. Ja, bra helt enkelt.
Okay, cool.
För det är så här att Skolinspektionen kommer att göra ett besök här. Och då har de skickat en lista på elever som de vill intervjua.
Oh, she's on the list of students they want to
en av dem.
interview? Okay, cool. No doubt.
Och jag vill att du ska veta att jag är så glad att de har valt just dig att prata med. Vi är verkligen stolta över att ha dig här hos oss. Och så är det såklart fint att belysa att det här inte är någon homogen plats. Här har vi mångfald på alla sätt.
So she's being used as like a, hey, we have not white people here. Yo, that's so dangerous, Simon.
Okej, här kommer då lite information kring vårhajken.
Cool hiking.
Tror du vi får sova ihop?
Like in the same room or like bone? Or like in the same tent? So is she gonna go to school ever again? Like what's going on with her?
Ursäkta, kommer vi ens få fira valborg?
Det vet vi inte än, men...
För det är ju flera som känner lite sådär. Varför ska vi repa om vi ändå inte får uppträda?
Yeah, why even have the choir stuff if you can't perform?
Kom in!
Wilhelm is going to join choir.
Förlåt att jag är sen.
Välkommen!
Tack.
Inte en rasat ut bland våra fjällar.
Damn, okay, boys. Not even gonna sing a lot? We're just gonna make out.
Jag visste inte att du gillar att sjunga. Nej, jag gillar inte att sjunga.
Inte?
He just likes you.
Och nu får jag träffa dig utanför skolan.
I mean, technically, I mean, you're kind of still at school. Hey, how come he gets to use his computer?
Ja, kom in.
August, den här invigningsgrejen.
Jävla länge sedan jag tänkte på den. Det...
Ja, jag kan inte snacka med Vincent om den kvällen. Han säger bara att det var ett skämt.
Det var ett skämt. Bara inte så kul skämt, kanske.
Yeah.
Nej.
It wasn't.
Du, vi satte ändå stopp för det. Vi höll vad vi lovade. Vi gjorde inte samma sak mot våra äter.
Ja, jo. Det var ju bra.
So was it someone in their year or right after that, or right before that did it?
August,
Ja,
utegångsförbudet börjar 7:00.
ja, jag måste bara springa av mig. Eller gymma bort. Jag förstår det, men jag är helt uppe i spinn. Alltså, min hjärna är... Jag kommer inte kunna...
Just run up and down the hallway. Just do sprints up and down the hallway. Okay. Who are we gonna call? Ghostbusters? Not Sara. Come on now.
Hallå?
Damn.
Hej. Jag vill bara kolla hur mår Sara. Jag ska inte störa, jag vill bara veta om hon mår bra.
Mår bra?
Ja.
Hon bor hemma hos sin pappa som hon hatar. Hon kommer inte till skolan, hon har inga vänner kvar. Hon har inte ens sin familj kvar.
Kind of ruined her life, honestly.
Allt är ditt fel.
August, vad fan tror du att du håller på med?
Ja, jag ville bara kolla...
Vi hade en deal. Vi skulle hålla oss borta från varandra. Du ska inte prata med honom. Eller henne. Du kanske tror att du har någon slags makt för att du är min reserv, men det har du inte.
Har du det då? Ja?
August, min familj äger dig. Du lyssnar på mig.
Jag lyssnar inte på dig. Jag jobbar inte för dig. Du är inte kung än.
Hit him. Let's fight. Let's fucking go, boys. I love a good brawl. Come on, show the full fight.
Och därför så har vi bestämt tillsammans att ni två ska gå i, ja vad ska jag kalla det, medlarsamtal. Här, hos mig. En gång i veckan.
Vadå, båda två?
Det behövs. Does not sound fun. It's like couples therapy. Whoa. Who sent him that? Is this like a brochure for a conversion camp? Fellow Christians, don't freaking do that. That's not cool. That was not in English. The subtitle said, in English, I can be your revolution. You didn't say that in English.
Ja, vi kan få en revolution om det inte finns något annat.
Is he like creating this song, or is this a song that already exists? I think he's creating it. Like he's writing this song. Yeah, post the crap out of that. You're gonna get some negative comments though. You just gotta ignore those.
Tack så
Talk to Simon is what I warned you about. He didn't do anything wrong. He just played a song. Is it because he used the words revolution? Is that what they're mad about?
Du, Simon. Den här videon som du har lagt upp. Den är jättefin, men...
Men vad?
But nothing. Keep it up.
Allt du gör nu representerar mig och kungahuset, och det suger, jag vet det, men jag vill bara att vi ska kunna ha ett privatliv. Då funkar det inte att du lägger ut sånt här på sociala medier.
Keep it up. Don't take it down. Screw the royal family. Keep that up.
Felice. Alltså vi måste ha en sån här egen
She's sad. She misses her friend.
Alltså det var hela grejen med att jag skulle bli intervjuad.
Men på riktigt.
Alltså jag har verkligen rikspanik över det.
Oh yeah, and the whole diversity aspect of her interview.
Fast det är ju mycket av det de säger som faktiskt är sant. Men alltså jag menar hela grejen,
Ja.
så här invigningsgrejen. Treorna som bestämmer över ettorna.
Yeah, but it's more serious stuff than that. I mean, the things with the guys and the porno. Do you think that's true?
Yeah. That is messed up.
Men allt jag säger är bara liksom, om man känner sig så himla förtryckt så är det väl liksom bättre att säga det när man går här och inte när man har slutat börja klaga liksom.
Till exempel så här, alltså husmor säger ju alltid till mig att sätta på håret när jag har glömt. Men aldrig er.
Yeah.
Jag menar bara att det är inte alltid jättelätt att vara den enda
She's the only person of color at the school.
svarta tjejen med lockigt hår i vår klass.
They're not the only one, but like she said, the only one in their class.
Du är jättevacker.
Det är inte riktigt.
That's not what she's talking about. She's treated differently because of the color of her skin. Okay, this is a fun little excursion.
Okej hörni, då delar vi upp oss 3 och 3 i varje tält. Så tjejer med tjejer och killar med killar.
Men hallå?
Alltså vänta, vadå? Paus. Så att om man är gay får man sova med varandra men inte om man är straight, eller va?
Och vilken tjej du gjort det med då?
Nej men jag bara, alltså i teorin, men i teorin.
What about the non-binary ones?
There's a lot of complications.
Men alltså, jag skulle ju kunna sova med dem, tänkte jag säga. Alltså.
Nej, men vi löser. Är du säker?
Killar, skulle jag kunna sova med er? Alltså om det känns okej.
Ja, gärna.
Chill.
Been losing myself, can't get back to work.
Maria Berg is in the building!
Va?
Vilka är ni?
Roche? Chilla alltså, we come in peace alltså.
Malin, det är lugnt. Det är Simons vänner.
Okej, men inga bilder på kronprinsen.
Why are they allowed to be here? This is a school thing? Oh, isn't she yeah, she's not straight. I remember. I forgot that about her character. She's in love with one of the friends.
Ja, jag ska vara så här sommarledare på ett fotbollskollo för kids.
Vad kul.
Ja, skitkul. Och intensivt. De är typ 6-10 tror jag.
Oh my god, jag dör, vad gulligt.
Cuteness overload.
New York. And where's that?
I New York?
Eller i USA.
Nej.
They ain't got money like that.
Jag ska också sommarjobba, som ni.
Ja, kul.
Doing what?
Eller jag ska gå en kurs, en utbildning. Hela sommaren genom hovet. Det kommer nog också bli så.
Oh yeah. How to be a prince 101.
Det var typ inte rätt tillfälle för alla att ses.
Nej, okej, det kanske var lite stelt, men nästa
It was chill.
Wille, du kan inte bara
It's just
säga
a
att
little
du också ska
awkward.
sommarjobba.
Why not?
Du ska på prinsskola, det är inte samma sak.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
Det är absolut samma sak. Skillnaden är att jag inte har fått välja som Roche har. Wille, vi måste jobba för att ha råd med saker. Jag har ju bara behövt söka jobb sen jag var 14 år hos kommunen varje år. Du kan inte prata om att välja och...
Folk hör oss. Det låter som att vi bråkar.
I mean, you kind of are a little bit.
Vadå?
It's an argument.
Vi och ni. Kan vi inte umgås? Bara för att vissa får kläder av sina föräldrar och andra inte? Är det det du menar?
Ni fattar inte hur privilegierade ni är ibland.
Rocha och Jobb, de har koll på hur mycket pengar du har fått från August, eller?
Yeah, there's just so many barriers between these two that it's bound to run into some awkwardness. Hello.
Hallå?
Hej, det är pappa.
Oh, hello.
Mamma kommer bli sjukskriven.
Va?
What does that mean?
Det var ingen som ville det. Men läkarna insisterade. Hon är i dålig form.
Is she gonna die? What is going on?
Efter
Är det mitt fel?
Or just like a mental health break? Or like what's going on?
Ingens fel, Wilhelm. Hon är bara väldigt ledsen.
Men vadå, man blir väl frisk? Eller hur länge tänkte hon sjukskriva sig?
Depressed?
Och det betyder att du behöver vara stark nu, Wilhelm. Att du är redo.
You might have to take over soon. That is a frightening possibility. Yeah, there's just like so many barriers to this relationship. I feel like everything is kind of like coinciding to just throw a wrench in in the works of this relationship, right? Like, I mean, even just starting with like all the school stuff, right? They can't really see each other after school. So Willie joins the choir, even though he can't sing and doesn't like to sing. He just likes to listen to Simone. That's like arguably the only thing that they can do together. But they're like, everything's just disrupting, right? Like Simone is constantly receiving like just bucketfuls of just homophobia, whether it be on his Instagram comments, on, you know, through the newspaper. Like, people are literally sending him like pamphlets for like conversion therapy, I think it was, in the mail. Like, that is, oh, that's so horrible. Like, if I knew someone who was like if someone that I knew was Christian, like, well, first of all, I'm a Christian, but like, if I knew like somebody in my circle or like somebody I knew was doing that, like sending, like if say I had a friend who sent some gay person he knew like a pamphlet for conversion therapy in the mail, I would flip out. I would lay into that guy so hard. Like, that would cease, our friendship would cease. Like, if you do that, you're a scummy person. Like, that's not something you should be doing. And so that really sucks that someone would send him that and just like add on to the like, you know, this kid's already struggling. Like, what is the point in sending him that? Like, all you're doing is adding on to this kid's misery and pain, and you're not doing your faith any services. Like, you're not, like, no person at all is gonna receive that pamphlet and be like, oh, yeah, this makes Christianity look good. Like, no, you're so dumb. And so just like the fact that he's getting all this crap because he's in a public relationship with the prince, it's awful. And he tries to, like, you know, let it out in a creative outlet. You know, he's just trying to sing about his feelings. And what I thought was just a fairly innocuous song, like fairly benign, nothing crazy about it, just really singing about his feelings. The palace is like, hey, nah, like, get him to take that down because it looks bad on us when he's singing about a revolution. You know, granted, maybe don't use the words revolution in your song, but like everything else, he's just singing about the relationship, and the you know, the crown essentially wants them to shut all of it down. Like, don't talk about this at all. you know, if this looks bad on the Crown at all, we'll pull you out of school. Just a whole bunch of crap is being introduced. And add on top of that, like, everybody else around them is just being shitty as well. Like, at the camping site, when they're, like, meeting Simone's friends for the first time, and they're talking about, like, oh, you guys don't go to, like, you've never been to the States? Like, no. These are not, like, I mean, they're not, like, poverty-stricken individuals by any sense of the word, but, like, they're not, like, individuals who have, like, absurd amounts of extra money that they can just use to go traveling. Like, they're, you know, regular people that are living paycheck to paycheck, who have to get summer jobs. Like, to ask them, like, have you really never been to the States? No, of course not. And to kind of, like, make them feel kind of, like, shitty about it, like, that sucks. Who knows? Maybe there was some jealousy from, what's her name? French, what, it starts with an F. Because the other girl in their friend group was kind of, like, vibing with one of Simone's friends. And I don't remember which one of them was in love with the other one last season. Was it the blonde girl who was, like, straight up in love with her friend, but her friend doesn't know? I think that's the case, right? I'm not mixing up a storyline from a different show. That's from this show. And so it's just very interesting. Like, they focused on that and on her character a little bit in this episode. And so very curious to see, like, how that's going to develop. Because, like, when Felice was like, oh, I'm going to stay in the boys' tent, like, they focused on her, and then, like, they really focused on her dancing with the friend and her connection with the brown-haired girl, and it's just like, things are happening there. I don't know what's going on there. But, like, everyone is just kind of shitty, and then, yeah, everything with the school, like, that's a developing thing. Everyone, like, people are going to be interviewed. Felice is going to be interviewed. And she has a whole bunch of people being like, hey, like, essentially downplay this. Don't, like, tell them everything's cool, everything's chill, like, nothing bad ever happens here. And she, at the same time, like, she wants to be like, hey, yeah, everything's chill, and I like going to school here. I like my friends. I like the teachers. I like all this stuff. But she also is like, a lot of this stuff is real. Like, this is a real situation. Like, it's not all fake. No one made this up. Like, this is real stuff. Like, what the boys went through in their initiations, they actually went through that. Like, August and the rest of his year, they were the ones that, like, had to watch that video, and they made a promise to each other that they weren't gonna do that to their freshmen, but they're still not, like, super kind to their freshmen. They're kind of dicks to them anyway. And Felice is talking about how, like, you know, there is a class breakdown. Like, there is a hierarchy here. Like, it's not a fake thing. And then even amongst the hierarchy, she gets treated differently because of the color of her skin and the fact that, like, she's the only, like, non-white person in her class, at least amongst the girls and the year that she's in. And so she's like, you know, even though I'm arguably, like, high up on the social hierarchy, like, I get talked to about my hair by the teachers and you guys don't. Like, there are systemic things that need to be addressed here. And so she's kind of caught in the middle of, like, wanting to say that things are chill, but also, like, wanting to speak truth to the situation. And I'm very curious to see, like, what's going to happen with her. Because that, I feel like she could play a pivotal role in, like, what goes down with the future of the school. Speaking of the future of the school, Sarah either has to come back to school or essentially be, like, booted out. Very curious to see, like, what decision she's gonna make. But she, like, doesn't want to live with her family. She doesn't want to live at the school. Like, she doesn't want to do anything. And so her situation's kind of just shitty all around. I'm not sure, like, what they're gonna do there. But yeah, it's tough. Like, who knows what's gonna happen for sure. There's a lot of a lot of conflicting things. I mean, even at the end in the tent, like Simone and Willie are arguing about the difference in like the difference in like privilege levels amongst them. And you know, Simone makes a really good point. He's like, hey, like, you don't get it. like yeah, you're going to work, kinda. Like, it is gonna be, I don't know. I feel like both of those sides are not really understanding each other. Because to a certain extent, yeah, like going to Prince school is not the same as having to get a job and to be able to afford to live. Those are very drastic different things. And I don't know if Willie fully understands yet, like the difference in money levels that they're at and like what that means for them. But also, this isn't like a fun time for Willie. Like, he's got to go to, like, essentially, I mean, it is, you could call it like Prince school or whatever, but he's essentially being groomed to take over the nation in the absence of his mother. Like the I don't know if Simon really gets it. Like, I don't think he understands the situation of like this, like the how do I describe this? I don't think he understands the context of like why Willie would be put into power and like why he has to go to this Prince school in the first place. Like, he's not really thinking about the fact that like, hey, it's entirely possible that due to everything that's gone on and like specifically the death of his brother and all this, the entire situation put together, like there's a substantial chance that his mother is gonna die somehow. Like like if she passes away, whether it be due to extreme grief or like mental health issues or anything like that, or she's just unfit to rule, like he's put in power. Like, that's not just like a, hey, like you have a technical title of king now. It would be like, hey, you're the ruler of this nation and you have so much responsibility. Everything is on you. Like, that's so overwhelming to even think about. And then you couple like just the added responsibility, and then you couple that with like the emotional grief of having lost family members, of, you know, potentially having your mother like go into a downward spiral because you are gay. Like, these are a lot of things that I feel like, you know, it's being thrown in his face every day, like the role that he has to play. And I don't think Simone fully understands that. Like, Prince school isn't a fun time thing. Like, it's a, hey, time to mentally and physically prepare you for the fact that like you have a burden and a purpose bigger than yourself, and potentially your family might not be able to be involved. It's like there's a whole lot of emotional grief and responsibility that is a constant presence at that type of situation that Simone doesn't get. And I don't know, like, I want these two to be together. Like, I want them to be happy. But at the same time, like, neither side is fully understanding of each other's circumstances. And it just makes it harder and harder for them, like, every day to be together. And it's tough, you know? Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? I've never been in love with a member of the royal family, so I don't know how to fully proceed. I've never been a member of the royal family, so I don't know, like, what the correct path forward for them is. But, you know, we can only hope for the best, right? I think that's all I gotta say about this episode. I don't fully know what's gonna happen next, but I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel about the situation. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.